All right, there we are. Welcome in, everybody. It is officially the best time of the year where everyone starts losing sleep on Friday nights because you're staying up late. Because today we got a full slate of college football, soccer, and baseball with NFL coming up tomorrow night. So I know a bunch of you lost your sleep, but let's get into Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex, September 11th. Everyone remember that day. We won't spend much more time on that, but everyone just spend a little bit of time today on that. Getting into today's plays, always powered by Pick City. Today's show, we will be doing soccer and baseball only because you'll see our two ugly mugs with me with the fresh cut. I look like a baby now. We got paid for play coming up in less than 45 minutes. We'll be live at 9:45 for all your college football plays. So this is your, I don't want to say your appetizer, but we got some footy action coming up. We got some baseball scattered throughout the day, but we know you all be wanting that college football. So be sure to be checking out our Twitter paid for play for that show coming up.
Yes, sir. And shout out to college football yesterday. Ooh, great day, great night. Easy wins, easy cash. We were obviously watching some of that Boise game together. They put up 38 points with would they have the ball for 10 minutes?
Yeah, they had ball for 8 minutes, even though they did get that putt return. My one buddy did hit me up with that stat because he was on the full game spread. But yes, yesterday we did Daily Bread Spaces. We're going to be looking to do that. We'll probably do that after we live stream as well more days. Now that's just not baseball only to be talking about in the spaces, even though we love it. It's a lot easier when we got some football talk, so make sure to be tapping into us with the spaces. We got so many winners given out from our listeners yesterday. Some maybe converted some new people over. So definitely be tapping in when Sosa and I are running those spaces. We love talking with you guys. We just call that your show because you listen to us all the other days. We want to hear from you on those days.
Absolutely. Interaction is key. That's why we do it. We want to hear y'all's bets. We want to always get stuff from y'all. Information is what helps everything go around in this community per se.
Okay. Yes, sir. So get that coffee, put your earbuds in, walk your dog, show them some love this morning before you not neglect them, but we know we'll be hooked on the TV, even though we got that beautiful weather. As usual, live on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Hit us up with your best bets. Manny is already hitting us up with the Man U team total over 2.5. That's your biggest spread in the Premier, or your highest total in the Premier League slate today. You have two games sitting at over 2s. Always be careful there. Rest are at 2.5s, and then you get this 3.5 with United hosting Newcastle. No plays on that, but as you can see behind Sosa's head, United just loves Ronaldo that much. They're literally giving him his own private practice session with the fans before the match starts to get everyone more hype. So I definitely think I'm not going to be trying to touch Newcastle there. Newcastle historically doesn't travel well to Manchester to face United. So we will just be doing that. Keith, I love that one. I'll definitely be getting into that one in a little bit. But let's start with my first play. That's going to be going off within 20 minutes. Today is a big lineup checking day, as Bryce pointed out in our spaces yesterday. Some teams from players playing in South America qualifying, North America qualifying usually doesn't matter that much for Europe, but be careful with these lineups. Definitely be checking it because in the City versus Leicester game, if you had to force my hand on this play, but I always like to give out the plays before the game and not live. So this is just an angle that I will be betting live. So if you guys want to follow in, I won't count it for the recap since we don't count the live plays. But the over 2.5, it's currently sitting at minus 135. I want to wait for that juice to get down to the even mark, or maybe even you get a rogue 2 if they go 25 minutes without scoring. But I think this is a great match to target for a live scoring. City, Dara hit us up with this comments yesterday. They're going to be starting a 36-year-old keeper who's made 2 Premier League starts so far this season. Always shout out the knowledge we get in these spaces. So that's kind of where I do see both teams scoring in this one. What we saw with the Palace Tottenham, you can't take it for how today's going to be going, but for with this one, with the 1-0 match, you saw Tottenham struggle to get there. With this rotations coming back from the international break, we'll see what's that. We don't know what happened with Andrew. We hope he comes back soon with us. We haven't talked to him in a long time. It's probably the longest we've gone without speaking with him. But that would be the angle I would attack for this one. The first official play comes in the Wolfsburg versus 4th game in the Bundesliga, the main league there. Wolfsburg over 3 right at the even mark. 4th, just concede left and right. My only concern is that they're at home. So this is why I'm not just targeting the Wolfsburg team total because it's too juicy. I think we get a push at worse here, but we're back in the over 3 in the early Bundesliga game. That starts in 28 minutes. Our second match that we'll be betting today. Palace just scored again. Tottenham's losing 2-0. Sucks to suck, I guess. We'll be going to that Napoli versus Juventus game here. And this is the first time on the stream where I don't want to say I'm not taking where the value is, but Napoli sitting at plus 131 on the money line is telling you something because they should not be plus 131, but we will be seeing how many players will be missing for Juventus today. And it's been a less than ideal start for them. So this is where we're going to not take the sucker bet here, but the money line at plus 131. Everyone's going to be all over Juventus at the plus 205 with Ronaldo out there, with Diablo most likely not playing from World Cup qualifiers. We're going to have Kuleveski up top, who I do think could find the back of the net for Juventus if I have to pick an anytime goal scorer. But Osimhen's red card did work. One less game suspension. So we're going to be rocking the home side, Napoli here. Boom, boom, boom. At moneyline plus 131.
Yes, sir.
It's so nice that Ronaldo's on United and I don't have to just hate him because he plays for Juventus now. Second game, this is the one where Sosa, we've called our shots before by tripling up in baseball. This one line is too juicy to be tripling up, but if I ever wanted to call my shot on one of these games, I think it's going to be coming in the Atalanta-Fiorentina match. I definitely think Fiorentina gets on the board. Their team total is sitting at over half a goal at minus 170, so that's where I'm saying it's too juicy. You can take the both teams to score at minus 135, which reduces that juice there because I do think Atalanta finds the back of the net. So the both teams to score at minus 135. I hate that juice, but that is the play that I will be rocking with there. And then the second play is if you want to double up, take the over 3. I definitely think we see goals here. Sosa, fun fact, Fiorentina's coach's last name is Italiano. Figured you'd appreciate that one. But with that offense going up there, it's nice. Zapata is going to be out a little bit for Atalanta, which is a decent hit or a decent hit for them there. But I do think both teams do find the back of the net. And once again, we get a push at worse at over 3 at minus 105.
Let's get it. 105.
MLS? You know we're going MLS.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
San Jose, I'll keep this one short and sweet. San Jose Earthquake plus 0.5, sitting at even against traveling to Dallas today. The biggest reason we're taking this, and I could potentially be buying out, but I do not believe Ricardo Pepe. If you haven't heard of him before, he just balled out in Honduras for the U.S. national team, so I don't expect him to be in the lineup. Sure, they'll also have Jara or Jesus Ferreira up top there, so their scoring's a little bit better. But when you've been going back and looking at FC Dallas matches, when Pepe doesn't start or if he doesn't get at least 45 minutes, the team's picking up about a third amount of the points as when they are. And San Jose finally dropped a game for the first time in like 7 or 8 by getting an L when they've been drawing or winning everything. So that's where at the plus 0.5, I think this is a draw game. I don't like betting draws. Earthquake could potentially win it since they won't be as impacted from the national team. So that's where San Jose plus 0.5 on the even.
All right.
And then the Premier League, I just don't want to touch the Premier League today. Like you can
paying attention to comments. What up, Mark? What up, Shane? How y'all this morning? Free the legend indeed. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're all good. I just don't want to touch this Premier League slate today other than that one live bet. West Ham would be my strongest lean of all the picks on the board, but I'm not trying to back Norwich. Wolves Watford is just a complete stay away because Wolves have yet to score, and then Brighton Brentford just don't want to touch that match either. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soccer plays for you today.
Ooh, let's go.
Do you really want Bayern Munich sitting at plus 123 on the road at Leipzig, but that match is at 12:30, so I'll be tweeting out a play on that one if I have it. That's a key lineup checking game for me.
Yes, sir. Obviously, this is Rex's wheelhouse. I just, I'm quiet and I'm just like everyone listening. I'm here for the information.
Yes, sir. It's great to be back. We don't have to deal with these stinky World Cup qualifying slates. We get the big action back next weekend with no more people missing. It'll be a good time.
Absolutely. I cannot wait, man. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. I cannot tell you how much I'm anticipating a great Saturday and Sunday. Lukaku, anytime goal scorer. If he plays, yeah, it's always I always put my money on that. You're not gonna have any sort of debates from me. So we're moving on to baseball. My first play in baseball today, I only have 3 of them. 2 of them are from the Dodger game. I got the Dodgers on the super run line. You heard me correctly. The super run line. Walker Buehler had his worst start of the season last game. He wants that Cy Young. He knows the game matters. We need the game. We have to keep pace with that other team up north. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about him like Urban Meyer talks about Michigan. That team up north. So we're gonna go with the super. I'm just trying to get the correct number. The super run line for the Dodgers tonight against the Padres is at plus 168. The team total is at plus 102. I actually urge you guys to actually parlay both if you get the same game parlay. That's at like plus 410 on a parlay. Los Angeles Dodgers team total over 4.5 plus 102. Los Angeles Dodgers minus 2.5 on the super run line. My other play that I love today is the let me get this straight. It is the over in the Texas
suspense is getting me.
The over in the Texas Oakland game, over 8.5 minus 118. My bad, being a little long-winded this morning. You're damn right, dog. You're damn right. I'm on the Dodgers. That's how we're supposed to get down. Ronaldo's starting today. Let's go.
Yeah, man. They aren't going to have that whole little rinky-dink have him warm up in front of the fans and not play him.
Do they have a line on him as an anytime goal scorer? Because I want to make that a play.
Yeah, I'll grab that in a second for you. If one of the viewers want to grab that, I'm just trying to grab the one stat that I had on that Rangers game.
I'm looking for it now. Minus 195.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Never mind. Forget it. Forget I said that. Minus 195.
Bro, that's how, they're just telling you he's going to score today. I believe the minus 105 would be first goal scorer. So even if you try to target him scoring first, you're still paying an arm and a leg for it.
Man, Mason Greenwood is going to score. I'm just oh, Lord. That's insane. Bro, listen to the goal scorers for Man U. Minus 195, Ronaldo. Minus 140, Cavani. Minus 125, Fernandez. Minus 105.
Dude, that's why Manny's on the over 2.5. It's your highest total in the Premier League today. Newcastle just doesn't travel there well and usually concedes. And you've seen with this offense from United, they're just putting up 4 and 5 at will. So
that's insane. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Listen, in 24 minutes, paid for play is on. We're gonna have the best football show tomorrow, but the best college football show for your sports betting is already paid for play. Goose and Goose and Sam and JD have something nice. I like what they're cooking up for y'all. Make sure y'all are following them. We're live from 9:45 for, I guess, about 45 minutes around there. Going over the entire NFL or NCAA football slate for you guys today. Every single, play we got. It's going to be a lot of plays. Make sure you guys lock in because today's going to be a great day. I'm very excited. I cannot stress that to you guys enough. I think it's going to be a hell of a day.
Yeah, man. Big game, James. You said it again. I mean, obviously the red card kills you there. But these lineups, I mean, Tottenham just threw out a shit lineup out there today. They have yet to play in a 4-3-3 in a while. I don't know what Nuno was doing with that one. Harry Kane just basically was non-existent today. 3-0 romping. Be careful. Tread lightly. Over 2.5, yeah, you can pay for the juice and not get the that, but I like playing it at even money instead. So I'm playing the over 3. T-Slick, you can ask us about that in 20 minutes. But if you've been in our spaces a lot, I think you already know Sosa's thoughts on this game. He's made them pretty clear.
T-Slick's our boy, man. He's out of Baltimore. I know how you feel about people taking Oakland on the spread. I hear a lot of people liking the Raiders on the spread. Blue Jays, we're leaving that alone. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Chelsea should be taking out Villa, but Villa's always a sneaky team against the top 6. But I do think, Keith, I agree. What's it like, minus 200 something? So, yeah, not touching it.
Definitely. Man, I'm so excited about tomorrow, man. I can't even lie to y'all. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna lay out my outfit, like
a first day of school.
Yeah, like before, you know what I mean? Like just so I can be mentally prepared, Bears versus Rams. Tune in Sunday morning quarterbacks tomorrow. We'll give you fantasy picks. We'll give you fantasy plays. We'll give you DFS plays. We'll give you over-unders, the whole 9 when it comes to that Bears and Rams game. We'll give you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. Anything you need to know.
Yes, sir. So just to wrap this up, 7 plays for you today. The Atalanta, Fiorentina, both teams that score yes, and the over 3. The Napoli money line, the Wolfsburg 4th over 3 that starts in 6 minutes. The San Jose plus 0.5 are my plays for today in soccer.
Baseball, Dodgers on the super run line plus 168. Dodgers team total over 4.5 at plus 102. And the over in the Texas Rangers Oakland A's baseball game.
8 plays. Can't count.
Minus 118. 8 plays. 8 plays.
8 plays. Rex can't count, but we're about to talk some college football. This is going to be spicy because, I don't know. Goose, if you're watching, I don't like Rutgers today, but you'll have to hear about that in 20 minutes. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.